Hi and welcome to GESS International School. My name is Julian and today I'm going to take you on a tour of our primary school here, which is for grades 1 to 5, so that's 6 through to 10 years old at our school here. We're starting off here in the forum, which is really the central focal point of our school, and in the morning the children will come up here and run around and play before school starts. And during their break times, lunchtime and after school, this is also their indoor space for running around. And then over here, we're going to head over to some of the other outdoor spaces for our primary students. So follow me, we'll head over to the playground now. So over here, we have a specially designed playground just for children aged 6 through to 10, 11 years old. You see lots of fun activities, all with the proper equipment and proper safety measures. And at our school, any children playing outdoors, they need to wear a hat as well, just for extra protection from the sun. So this is all for primary areas, and then we'll head over to the canteen and have a look at this area. So over here we have a dedicated canteen that does wonderful cooking every day, fresh cooking, hot meals, including breakfast as well. So all our students are issued with a student ID card, which can be topped up online. And then they will come here and purchase lunch as well as snacks as well. Lunch is $5 and we have 4 menu options each day for primary, as well as snacks, sandwiches, salad, fruit, lots of healthy food as well here. Hi, so here's our primary library, so we're really lucky. The school has 3 libraries. We have a preschool library, primary library, and also a secondary library at Brothers as well. So come have a look at some of the fantastic books that we have here. So books in English, books in German, also books in different world languages as well. Our students get to borrow books and they can take the books home as well. They'll come here sometimes during lessons if they're doing some research. English, so at the moment in our primary school English, there's 8 lessons a week. And it's differentiated, so depending on the student or the child's reading level, then we have different graded readers over here. And so students, let's say if they're reading level 23, then they get to choose a book from their reading levels. So by doing differentiation, it means that we're always challenging students. So lessons, the material, what's being taught is based on the individual child's ability, not the whole class. So students that are, say, very strong in English will always be challenged, and students that need a bit of extra help will get that support in the class as well. Okay, so welcome to our primary classroom area here. So we're going to head on over into the grade 1 and grade 2 pod, and this will be home for the students for most of the school day, together with their homeroom teacher and in some grades with their assistant teacher. So please come on in. Here you go. All right, so we have a pod concept which we'll show later on. So all the classrooms here, these are, for example, grade 1 and grade 2 classrooms. They're connected to a central pod area. And then each class has their own homeroom. So here you go. This is one of the grade 2 homeroom classes. So as I said, this will be home for most of the day. It's a lovely place for the students to get familiar with. They have their own shelf area behind, so they can leave their belongings and their bags. And then they have all the equipment, all the books and all the materials are in the classroom as well. And in our IB primary grades, the materials, iPads and stationery is all included within the materials fee that students pay. Spacing's super flexible, so it helps us with our differentiation that we're doing in the class when we need to move tables around into different groups. And we're also very lucky to be in a campus right next door to Dairy Farm Nature Park, which you can just see across the road here, which is a perfect outdoor classroom as well. So we'll have plenty of excursions and trips into Dairy Farm Nature Park as and when it's appropriate in the unit. So follow me, we're going to have a look at the shared learning space area called the pod. This is wonderful, super flexible space. So this is the learning pod. So it's a shared learning space by all the 6 classrooms, 7 classrooms that are connected to this learning pod. It can be used for big group activities. It can be used for cross-class collaborations. It's also used for small breakout groups as well. So perhaps say the English group or a maths group comes out here and does some more group work as well. And yeah, lots of extra kind of stimulus, lots of extra learning materials for the students to enjoy as well. Each grade has a different learning pod, so each one's slightly different themed. And this concept of homeroom classrooms and then clustered around a learning pod continues all the way up through to the end of primary, which at our school is grade 5. So our IB primary program here at GESS International School is from grades 1 to 5. So it's about 6 years old through to students being about 10, going on 11 years old. And then they move up into our middle years program, which is also taught in this campus. The IB primary program is, so we have our homeroom base that you just saw there, but students and children will also get to enjoy specialist lessons each day. So we have a variety of different subjects within the curriculum. So we have music, we have art, we have sports, we also have a dedicated swimming lesson as well. There's plenty of super exciting activities to do outside the homeroom classroom as well. So we're just going to head over to the music classroom now and have a look in there. So follow me. All right, so welcome to the primary music classroom. So we have dedicated classrooms just for music, as well as art classrooms for primary students. And then as you'll see a little bit later on, we also have a dedicated sports block for our students here as well. So super lucky to have all these wonderful facilities for our primary students. This is a music room, and our students will get to experience lots of different musical instruments. Some of these I'm not even sure what the names are. And we also have a music program here at GESS called the Vocal Instrument Program, which is private music and vocal tuition that students can do after school as well. Okay, so now we're going to head on over to the auditorium. So follow me, please. So welcome to one of our performing spaces here. This is our beautiful 400-seater auditorium here. So it's used by our primary and our secondary students here. So it's used sometimes as part of their regular classes, so maybe used in English, perhaps they're doing some drama performances. It also used for musical performances as well, and we also have a full after-school program as well, and some of these activities are drama and music and creative, so we also have concerts and performances taking place here. All our primary students will be using this for grade assemblies, so we have grade assemblies across the whole grade, and these are student-led. So these are, say, all the students in grade 3 will come together and do a performance together or present some topic that they've researched together as well. So it's bringing all our students together and really helping with the community that we're forming here at GESS. As I said, we're very lucky to have all these wonderful performance areas with all the equipment that we have and the technicians that we have running this place. So it's a beautiful, beautiful space. I wish I had something like this when I was at school. Okay, so we'll head on out and off to the next part of our beautiful school. Sports is a big part of a student's life here at GESS. We have sports both within the curriculum and after school through our CCA program. And in the curriculum, children will study 2 sports lessons a week, as well as 1 swimming lesson. And sports is sometimes on the athletic track, sometimes here on the full-size football pitch. And we also have an indoor sports hall where some of the more indoor team games, or sometimes children will be doing things like gymnastics as well. We're very lucky here as well to have an after-school program as well. So our primary students get to choose from around 90 after-school activities. And about half of these are sports, and we have both sports at a competitive level. So we have competitive teams, say in football, or in badminton, or in swimming, and other sports. And we also have sports for fun, for training, for students to enjoy and learn a new sport and get better at it with professional coaches as well. This whole building that I'm showing you around now here is just dedicated to sports. So we come through here and I'll show you into the indoor sports hall. So we have individual sports games like table tennis, badminton, and we also have team sports after school, and things like martial arts, taekwondo as well. So here we have our 3 basketball courts indoor arena, which can be further separated as well into smaller courts. And these facilities are used by both our primary and secondary students as well. So we'll head over to the swimming pool. You can see some of our students, they come by bicycle in the morning. So we have bicycle parking here for students and staff as well. And then over here we have one of our favourite spaces in the whole school. We have our swimming pool area. Please have a look. So over here we have our Olympic-sized swimming pool. So it's 50 metres. And then on the other side we have our small learner pool. So swimming lessons here are differentiated. So for students that are just learning to swim, we have differentiated lessons all the way through to confident swimmers as well. So, and here we come to the end of the tour of our fantastic campus here at GESS International School. My name is Julian. It's been a pleasure showing you around, and I really look forward to seeing you on campus one day. Please click on the link below to book a school tour or book an online meeting via Zoom with one of our experienced admissions officers. Goodbye from me, and I hope to see you soon at GESS International School.